offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. To the air, it's St. Clair. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Grab near the marker, it's Thomas. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
First down for the offense.
Wants to throw on first down. Rolling right and going deep. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often. Down.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quarterback strolling away from heat. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, he'll throw it. Still looking, on the move. Finds his tight end. Out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. And the Lobos will snap it on first and 10. To the air on first down. Going up top. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. Using his legs to buy some time. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
You know, we don't see this very much in college football anymore. Quarterbacks just taking care of their bodies and smart decisions. Get down on the ground so you don't take one of these big hits from these nasty defensive players and just give yourself a chance to make it through the rest of this game.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They have set the tone in this one already inside a minute to play in a wild first quarter. They'll ride the hot hand. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
The big fella in the... Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Davis will throw. He'll off one deep down the left side. It's caught. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Hands it off. There he goes. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. That's the end of the period, and New Mexico has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. First play of the period will be a second down. To the ground with the back. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. The Rainbow Warriors pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. He's got the tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Using the quick game. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And the Rainbow Warriors will try to move the sticks on fourth down. Tries to get it on the ground. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be first and goal from the 6. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
The Lobos with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Going for the big play. Makes a grab deep. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Lobos. A great catch and run for 6. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Davis looking to pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. Ball is free. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And he was under so much duress on that play. You saw him scrambling, trying to buy time, doing everything he can to keep the play alive, but the defense just kept coming in waves, and he got a little bit downfield before they finally knocked it out and jumped on that fumble.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Lobos with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air on second down. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Caught near the sticks. It's McKinney. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, New Mexico!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Looking to throw. Flips it out in the flat. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Is no good. That keeps the score. New Mexico.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's White. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious. You're excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Open space at the 25. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Takes the handoff. It's Rice. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The Rainbow Warriors can really attack on this second and short. From the gun to give, looking for room. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Rush is on him. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Davis will throw. Bring in the heat. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. And the Rainbow Warriors are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's White. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Nice job by the defense there on 3rd and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up 4th.
That is coverage just the way you draw it up. Don't even let him get started, and they knock him down deep in his own end. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where
he's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety.
And that's exactly what you call complementary football. The punter doing a great job downing the opponent inside their own 5-yard line. Then the defense takes the field, and they get the safety. You've got to love that if you're the head coach.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught over the middle. It's White. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Got him downfield. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Davis looking to pass. Makes the grab on the left. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to fire on second down. He'll throw it. Finds his big tight end. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's looking to pass. Touchdown, Hawaii! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you needed. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the second half.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to go up top on first down. He's going up top. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Men, nice to see you actually showed up for today's broadcast in Paradise, given all there is to do there in Honolulu.
The Lobos will kick it off to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's White. And the returner will be knocked down. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. They had a really productive first half, but in a game like this, they better keep it up.
You know, at halftime, the offense and defense separate, and they kind of go over their own adjustments. You know the offense was saying to themselves very quietly, guys, we're not going to stop anybody. We got to keep scoring if we're going to win this game. So the pressure's on them here in the second half, David.
Yeah, and you get the...
This offense starts deep in a hole. Scanning the field, it's St. Clair. He's taking the shot. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Gets it out to the 22 before going out of bounds, and they are suddenly out of trouble. On first down from their own 22. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a heat. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna sling it on second down. Looking for a huge play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hall. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. Throwing right. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe. And how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. And the Lobos will snap it on first and 10. Back to pass, it's St. Clair. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with. Getting deep in the third quarter here. Clock stopped with 1.5 minutes to go. Under fire. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Lobos lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Lobos have this offense rolling. Looking downfield on first down. Lets it fly. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He'll take another shot here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Now facing a 3rd and long. Gonna look downfield again. He's not afraid to go deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. And it's batted away. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. He'll start this drive going to the air. Gets rid of it. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. We've reached the end of the period, and Hawaii is on top. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking to throw at St. Clair. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Good, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where
looking deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Here comes the heat. Can't find his... They're going to open this drive with a pass. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
The Lobos headed quickly to the line.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Trying to get behind the defense. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.